Robin Naidoo, a man from Durban, South Africa, is seriously thinking about moving to the United States with his entire family. He believes that this could be a fresh start after years of feeling treated unfairly in his own country just because he's an Indian. Robin is the leader of Indian Land Claimants Association, a group that fights for the land rights of Indian South Africans. He says that the US government is finally opening the doors to people like him, minorities in South Africa who face racial discrimination, and this gives him some hope. Well, this opportunity comes from the US refugee program that has been updated to help South Africans who feel that they are being mistreated because of their race. The program now includes Indian and colored community groups that are often left out of important decisions in South Africa. Previously, only white South African farmers were being given a chance to move to the US under the same program. In fact, just in May 2025, 49 of them moved to America using this very path. Robin said that he was upset at first that Indians were left out, but now he's happy that the US is also including his community. Robin says that the Indian community has suffered a lot over the years. He explained that when apartheid ended in 1994 and the African National Congress came into the power, they took land that once belonged to Indians. This land was taken illegally, according to him, without following the proper law called Restitution of Land Rights Act, a law that was actually made in 1992 before apartheid ended. The land had already been taken away from Indian families during apartheid using laws like the Group Areas Act, and instead of giving back to them, the new government took it over again. Robin calls this expropriation without compensation and believes that it's a form of racism against Indians for the second time. You know what made things worse, he says, is that a lot of that particular land taken by the Indian families wasn't even used properly. Many of that land was left empty or illegally taken over by squatters. Today, there are about 2 million Indian people in South Africa, making them a very small minority. Yet, Robin says that they are often left out when it comes to land ownership, job opportunities, and even university admission. He says that even though Indian students are well qualified, they often struggle to find jobs just because of race-based politics. Robin strongly believes that Indian families should have been offered a chance to move to the US at the same time when those farmers were. He says that his own children deserve better futures and more opportunities, something they can't easily find in South Africa today. Now that the refugee program includes Indian South Africans, he and his entire family are seriously thinking about applying. But he says that it's a big decision and the family wants to sort out a few things first before they move. To be allowed into the US under the special refugee program, there are few rules. First of all, you must be a South African citizen. Secondly, you must be part of racial minority groups just like the Indians. And lastly, you must be able to explain your personal experience of unfair treatment or why are you afraid of future discrimination. This policy is a big step for many Indian South Africans who feel forgotten. People like Robin are now asking why it took so long for them to be included. For him, this chance to start a new life in the US might finally bring some peace, fairness, and opportunity that he feels his entire family has missed for too long in South Africa.